Hi, it's Mary Clare, Mystics by the Sea, and today is July 17th. I will have your birthday numerology. Today I pulled the Nine of Swords. Swords, conflict, struggle, mind, and our thoughts, and also how we communicate. This is a card of anxiety, depression, nightmares. But I always say with the Nine of Swords, there's a lot of needless worry that goes with her, because if she just takes her hands away, there is such beauty right there beneath her. Okay, right there beneath her, there is so much good that's going on, but she's not looking at that. She's not focusing on that. She's focusing and thinking about needless worry. You know, I always say this is the card of the what ifs. Now, I'm not saying you don't feel this way. The feelings are real, but they don't have to be. You know, and I know that's easier said than done. Don't worry, don't worry. You know, sometimes you want to strangle people when they say that, because you are worried. But it's really because it's the swords. You could change that thought. You could change those thoughts. You can change what comes out of your mouth in regards to the situation. Focus on, well, you know, it's all going to lead to the best. It's all going to bring us to a better place. All right. You know, we fear the unknown. It's a 9. It's an ending. It's a transition. It's a wrapping up. And we don't know. For some reason, there's fear there about what's next and what's going to happen. But you know, anxiety comes from not knowing. Just know that everything will work out the way it's supposed to work out. Okay? But yeah, I'm not saying that the Nine of Swords isn't a tough card, because it is. But you can really work on changing those anxious thoughts, those anxious feelings, and it's really by changing that dialogue that goes on in your mind. Okay, it's just really we're all trying to come up with solutions, and sometimes the Nine of Swords is telling us just give it a little bit of time. You're in this transition period. The answers will become clear. Okay. An 8 birth number and a 6 personal year, and an 8 birth number is someone who has to find their power in this lifetime, who has to find courage, who isn't afraid to take risks, because if you can do that, your life could be very, very abundant. Okay. 8 is the number of abundance, wealth. And when I say wealth, I don't mean, you know, millionaire kind. It could be millionaire kind of wealth, but it's also where you're comfortable, where you have enough, where you have established a place in your life where you have learned how to manage your money. You are good at that. So whether you have a lot or a little, you are comfortable. Okay, you are comfortable. So that 8 is the number of empowerment and courage and change, and not being afraid to do that, and it will create abundance in your life. Okay, and then you have the 6 personal year, and the 6 personal year is about family, home, decisions in regards to relationships, decisions in regards to your home. Sometimes people are working on their home. They're, you know, remodeling it, but the focus, the priorities are on the home life and the relationships for you this year. Not just family, okay, but also co-workers, friends, all right? A lot of enlightenment going on this year with you and relationships. All right. All right. Have a great day.